I could only imagine being a statewide elected judge, but there's zero anonymity in your own community when you're the elected judge. And I think that it ties kind of what both of them have said. I'll give you a perfect example. We had an elementary school student who had his bag of potato chips taken away by his 5th grade teacher. And this child was just beside himself because this happened, because the school had no right to seize this. She had stolen his chips. And to the credit of the teacher, we have a relationship between the courts and the schools already. She reached out and she said, hey, why don't we use this as a teaching exercise? And so we did. Our prosecutors met with some of the kids, our defense attorneys met with some of the kids, and we had a pre-arrest warrant application hearing in the courthouse, brought the entire 5th grade to the courthouse, and had a wonderful learning exercise about what the schools and how they function a little differently than the outside and how the code of conduct works and that kind of stuff. So it was just a great opportunity. We live streamed that. We had the opportunity and had our local news media that covered that. But that was impactful. That 120 kids started high school this year from the 5th grade. They started high school. And to this day, when I go through Kroger or am getting gas at the Quick Trip, and one of those kids sees me, hey, Judge, it's good to see you. Let me tell you what's going on in my life. And so it humanizes us in the small towns, but it also brings about the ability for us to help with that civics education. I think that law-related education and kind of pumping that out there is so important for this generation because, one of the things I've learned, my child doesn't have textbooks. There are no textbooks in schools anymore. Everything is an online presence for us. There isn't a book that you pick up about Georgia history. Georgia history is taught, at least in my daughter's class, on an electronic medium. So the courts is a PDF that's available for her. So this is the age that they're in, and this is the world that we have to reach into. And again, I think that we have to humanize ourselves, and we have to be where we can be engaged with them. We would have missed an awesome opportunity if we hadn't had the relationship up front and been willing to step out there and do something that I had another judge say, I can't believe that you're bringing all these kids in. I can't believe that you're going to speak to a school policy. I said, I'm not speaking about school policy. I'm speaking about civics. And I think that that's important because that's part of my job as an elected official. It's also part of my job as a community leader to help foster this next generation because it's my hope that one of the kids sitting in that room is going to take my job one day.